All right, so let me talk about myself. My name is Itunu, and I'm a worship minister. I'm an event planner and an eventpreneur. And being an eventpreneur means that you do things revolving around events. Okay, so in event world, there are so many stages. Apart from being a planner, in event world, you need photography, you need a makeup artist, you need an hairstylist, you need somebody that owns a hall, you need a decorator. There's so many things that has to do with event. So as a lady, I look at what else can I do apart from being an event planner? Because should I deep talk about myself and my story of how I become an event planner? Is that allowed? I'm sorry for stories, but I think it will help you. So I was born in a family of 3, my father and my mother. I'm the first of 3 children, and to the glory of God, we are not the rich or wealthy type of family. We are average Nigerians. I love education, and I have passion for work. I believe that if you can have audacity, then you can be anywhere you want to be. I started Royal Divas Ushers before starting Royal Divas Ushers and events. So I went to an event in 2012. I met a woman of God. Should I call her? She's a woman, a virtuous one. Her name is Olamide Ojo Phillips. She's a pharmacist, and then she's a renowned event planner. As at the time I met her, I think she was 12 or 13 years in event industry. Now she's 24 or 25 years in event industry. I was like, how can a pharmacist be an event planner? She's a pharmacist, and she doesn't have a pharmaceutical building or physical store as at then. So I like her charisma, the way she talks. Then I walk up to her like, Ma, I like the way you are coordinating. It's an event, never forget. I like the way you are coordinating, the way you are talking to people. And I can see that, of course, there is a need that a coordination should be in every party. Not like the way our mommies and daddies are doing it in the 90s and 2000s. Just, I know that I'm supposed to buy clothes. I know that I'm supposed to get a tent. I know that I'm just supposed to tell them, go back to the 3 months time. Your son wants to do wedding. Announce in church, announce in the streets, Adubo Landlord Association. So it goes beyond that. And that is why there is an event industry. So I can see that our coordinations was, top notch. I can see people standing, asking questions. What are you here for? Because in event, we have different phases of events. There is corporate events and there is social events. If it's a wedding, there is a way you go about it. If it's a conference and motivation speaking like this, there is a way we go about it. So there will be questions at the entrance like, are you for the groom's family or for the bride's family? And if it's a paid event, if it's a show like Williagba Live in Concert, there was a way we know that, okay, you are for the VIP, you are for the regular people. So I can see that in her. And I was like, Ma, I love what you do. How can I open? She was like, oh, you look beautiful. Anyway, come and see me in my office. I think 2 weeks after I went to our office and I said, I want to be an event person. She said, okay, just watch me. And then for now, I just want you to, when I ask you to do something, do it. Okay. Mind you, Sapphire can send you errands. Hey. But then that wasn't stopping me. Even the errands that are not, it's not the things that you are here for. You are here because you want to learn how to do events. But she asked you to go and pick a child on school. She asked you to go to a mother's place to go and drop a food off, and then go that big. But then I was patient to some point that my mother is a fashion designer. So we had an event in 2014 that she said, you are the one hanging all the outfits that the ushers are going to wear, and then I need you to sort some fabrics. In fact, it's a traditional team event, and then she needs me to sort all this calabash set up for decor and even adire and hot sorts. So I was like, I don't know anything. I went back to my mom that Sapphire asked me to do it though. To cut the long story short, she wasn't going to be in the country as at the time of the event. And then I just thought all she asked me to do is to get this fabric, get these things, and then give it to lead producer of events then. But unfortunately, she was like, you are the one leading. Ma, somebody you've not actually sat down to tell me this and this and this are the way to go about things. So I found the courage. I walk up to my mom that where do they sell anything that is looking like traditional mats, all these baskets that is looking traditional. She took me to Molete Agbeni Interior Ibadan. She sent me money. We get all the stuffs, and I don't even have a phone, but I think I collect one of her staff phone. Then I was snapping and sending to her, "Ma, this setup, is this okay? Is this good? Is this fine?" and all that. There was no content creator as at then, but of course there was a videographer. We did everything. So I was on my toes and I was shivering like, did I actually do something nice? Ever since that day, she came and she was like, it's not, you can't give a child 100%, but she was like, you did well. I was happy that I wasn't paid, but I did all the, and it was stressful because it's the first time of me handling so many things. But I was fulfilled that somebody can see me, in quote, to be able to handle something like this. That was what made me have a boldness, like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to get better in it. So I was with her. Then gradually it goes beyond just buying something, go and do this, go and do that. I was managing every project. I was beside her, I was doing stuff. And mind you, so I asked the questions that why are you a pharmacy and then you are doing events? She said, I have passion for events. I found fulfillment and joy in events. I said, oh, okay, that's better. Mind you, I wasn't in school then. I wasn't in university then. I was just out of secondary school. So I said, okay, I'm going to get better in this. So I started, anytime she's going to somewhere, I'll follow her, even if it's not our project, but one way or the other, for everywhere you go to, you will get one thing. You will get a knowledge, you get an addition. And then, so that was how I found it. So in 2016, I told her, can I graduate now? She said, yes, but final project. So I did that. And then in 2017, I found Real Divas Ushers. How did I do that? I did not have the money to get costume for my girls. Okay, what does ushers do? Ushers are coordinators in events. As an event, you need ushers to do almost everything. They are talking to the couples. They are signaling to the live band. They are talking to the DJ. They are talking to the caterers. They are talking to the security. They are very important in events. So I know that, okay, to be an usher, you have to be intelligent, you have to be smart, you have to be ready, you have to be disciplined, you have to be up and doing, and you don't get tired easily. You have to have tolerance, you have to have good temperaments, because events taught me that you have to calm down. Whosoever you are, no matter the certificate, because you will see people that will insult you. They don't mean it like that, but we have different temperaments, and then the way we take things. Somebody coming from their house, and then when you get to the junction of this place, and then your tire is faulty, you are on makeup, you are on delay. Imagine them coming to the event. Let's assume this place is an event center, and the person is coming in. The first thing, and then you are the usher, and then you're like, you're welcome, you look good. Are you for the groom's family or the bride's side? And she was like, to hell with you, I beg, go away from my front. We have experienced that in an event, but we are trained. I train my girls that whatever the situation is, please don't respond with their aggressiveness. Make sure that you are still calm with your approach in handling people. Events taught me that it takes God, you need faith, you need a lot of being responsible, have a great character to tolerate people's reactions. And you don't expect the best actions, the best character from people. Expect the worst. And then anytime, the fact that they are reacting like that doesn't mean they are bad people too. It's because of what they have faced, what they have experienced. That is why they are acting that way. So quick one, I want to go to the points that I jotted down. I want to say a big thank you to all the speakers that have been talking since. The Mr. Ty and I, the man into videography, God bless you. It's an honor to actually listen to you guys, and I derived one or two things, and I'm grateful. Thank you very much. So Victor asked me to talk on the role of creativity in driving business growth and success. Okay, so when they are talking about my profile the other time, it says I'm an eventpreneur. Then I own a photography and videography studio. Then I dive into RD accessories, meaning all this bouquet, fascinator, wedding gown, anything that revolves around accessories that the bride will need. I still supply rings and all that. So it means that at some point I saw a need for, I'm an event planner, and each time it is now that content creator is trending. If you are not If you are not holding your camera, if you are not videoing whatever you're doing, nobody knows. I mean, how do you tell them that I can do this thing? No. So then it was videography. So and I felt as I'm in December period, it's a peak time for all events personnel. So I noticed that what we designed, all we created, the decoration is beautiful, but this particular pictorial or virtual look is not giving, and I don't like it. My mom would be like, to satisfy you, to know you, it will take a lot of extra strength, and not because I'm a bad person. I just want the best, because everybody is doing whatever you are doing. What exactly is making yours different? What exactly is making it significant? So you have to put every extra effort, and I don't take small negligence for likeness, because you don't know who is looking at who. You don't know who is coming to an event center, being a child, a politician, a general overseer. Everybody is coming for a party. So you need everything to make sure that this thing that you're doing is beautiful, is attractive, is original. So creativity. First of all, I said Google defines creativity as the ability to generate new, original, valuable ideas, solutions, and things. Often by thinking differently, making novel connections, and using imagination to solve problems or express oneself. It involves both thinking and ideas, bringing them into reality. That's creativity. At some point I said, you see, creativity, being creative means that you are doing one thing. If you are a teacher, it means you are creative. That's the first basics to creativity. You're doing one thing first. So the second phase of creativity is, how do you do that thing that make it different? But the first thing is, you are creative. You have to be creative. So everybody is a creative. Dictionary again defines it as the use of imagination or original ideas to create something. Creating something means creativity. Then I call it a critical way of transforming ideas. It is of best when it is original. I said creativity is a critical way of transforming ideas. You have this idea, or the ideas have been existing, but what's special about it? How did you put it together to make it significant, to make people look twice and be like, wait, this is a chair, but this chair is not like the regular chairs we've been seeing. That's creativity. How do you have a mind with it? How do you become someone with a mind of creativity? First, you have to be audacious. You have to have audacity. I don't know how to put that, but then I believe that one thing first, I have to see that there is a problem. And if I see that there is a problem, the second thing is, how do I create a solution for this problem? There is nothing wrong in when everybody believes 2 plus 2 is 4, and then you come up with the idea is 1 plus 3 2 is 4. It's being creative. Number 2 is courage. Being creative does not just assign to, I produce this thing and it's beautiful. It's not enough to produce. It is enough. It is more than just producing. It is you going extra mile to make your products significant and have a long-lasting memory. Having a long-lasting memory. Your products must be valuable, not just now. Will it be valuable in 10 years? Will it be valuable in 20 years? That is going extra mile and be creative about your business. Authenticity. It's good to copy, but when you call something creativity, it means you are the originator of this thing, and it is authentic to just, or not only you, but to everybody, that this person is the one that made this. So anytime you want to be creative, it has to be authentic. The last but not the least is curiosity. To be a creative person, you have to be always on your toes, always looking for, how do I get better? How can this thing affect the world? How can it be a solution? How can it be valuable for a long time? You have to be on your toes to make sure that this thing that I've created lasted give a long-lasting memory to people. So that brings me to business growth. Google defines business growth to the expansion of companies' operation. The expansion of companies' operation, revenue, market share, and other key metrics over time. In my own simple terms, I said, I define business growth as when you experience a general increase or expansion. A general increase or expansion. Another keynote is success. Dictionary defines success as achievement, accomplishment of aim or purpose. That's the definition of success according to dictionary. And I said, I define success as when you do something and other people can emulate what you do. They want to copy the image. They want to see that this person is striving, and that, in fact, that revolves a lot in this present age of ours. Nobody wants to really go deep down to research what is the problem. How can this thing? Or how can my own be better? But the fact that somebody is doing something and is making sense and they are getting money from it, and then of course everybody knows that, let me to do it. But success, then you know that you have achieved success. That somebody is emulating whatever you're doing positively, actually. Now, to attain success, you must be persistent. You must be consistent. You must be passionate. We say these things with just, be consistent. Being consistent is difficult because you will not get the results that you want every day. You can't get the results. There are ups and downs. In the I founded Royal Diversity in 2017, so it will be 10 years in 2027. The early days of 2017, I think, to like 2020, we do free jobs. I will just ask you that you are having show, Abby, and let's say remote live in concert. Do you need ushers? Don't worry, I will give you 10 ushers. Where are you using? So I will bring the ushers myself, pay for their transport fare. Thank God my mom is a fashion designer. Make them look good, do all the expenses. Remember, let me go tell the person, say, I want to, so money is not coming. I'm still going to give the ushers money to go back because of course they came from school, they came from UI, City and all that. But I have my target audience. Important people are coming to that show. You can't just, it's because I see that person has been consistent and is making efforts and is having results. That was the reason why I said, okay, let me partner with this person. So I know who to talk to when I get there. In fact, he will be the one to like, come and talk to CEO of Club Switch. He's here. They are having a show. In fact, he just gave out last week, and I would like you to my name is to know. I would like to know how much do you charge? That was because I make effort. So the truth is, like I said, consistent is not easy. Making efforts, investing is not easy because you have your down moment. It's not easy to. I wasn't even a student. Okay. I think I entered school in 2018. Yes, so I've been doing Royal Diversity since 2017. But by the grace of God, I can tell you that it is the money that I see from the business I did that was what trained me in my school, and I went to a private school. So it is one thing to be consistent. It's another thing for you to know that consistency does not go on a smooth ground. And when it has the ups and downs, will you quit? Will you quit? Because today is not working. We all know that from January to like March, nobody does events like that. Because December, obviously, we just finished 30 December. So January, people are going back to school. You want to pay school fees, you want to renew your office, you want to paint, you want to have another page of branding and all that. So is it not time to be doing education? But during those periods, will you now say you're not doing events anymore? So passion will fuel that, knowing fully well that when it is your time and season of events, from January to March, you can get 3 times of the money that you did not get from January to March. And of course, you have faith if you want to be a business person and you want to be a creative. You have God. There is nothing you can do without God. Because it is your faith that will even fuel your passion. There is God. God asks me to do the same. Now let's go back to creativity. I said earlier that being a creative, there is before and there is after. And another thing I want to say is, I think I wrote it. A problem you have not diagnosed cannot be solved. So which means that if you are going into a field, you must be sure that this thing is a value that is needed in the society. If it's not needed, there is no need of you coming You don't do business because you want to show up, because I want to be called a CEO. Being a leader is a lot to put in, because you are in charge of structures, you are in charge of maintenance, you are in charge of marketing, you are in charge, and then it's not as if money is coming every time. So first of all, recognize a problem, then you now know what is the solution. Being a creative means that you always dare to dream. You will always dream. Every day, what can we do better? What can we do next? How can we improvise? Then, don't, as a creative, you don't do the fear of the unknown. No, don't take anything fear out of yourself. If you want to be a great creative that want to last, give a long-lasting memory. There are people that, how do I put it? I should have researched about this. There are people that do, okay, there used to be this pen. When I was growing up, there is, I think Big. We remember Big. Now, how many names do we have when it comes to, are they still existing? But are they, is it known like this ones? No. So it's one thing to do something for a while because they need it. It's another thing for the needs to be forever, continuously. That is when you have a long-lasting memory. Like my brother said earlier, creatives need proper collaborations and partnerships. Yoruba will say, "Ẹnìkan ò kí ń jẹ́ àwádé." Means that it's not a big deal to ask. Ability to you just need to ask. You just need to say something. There are so many people that had it that want to collaborate with you, but then are you positioning yourself in the way that you are approachable? Are you positioning yourself or your brand in a way that they see that, oh, if I partner with this person, I'm going to get a good result? For anybody to even partner with you, it means that you are doing something and there is a result for it. If there is no result, you are there. We are in the age of, we will see what you have done before we even help you. What have you done? As a creative, you have to have a problem-solving adaptability. There will always be issues. There will always be a problem. But the thing is, when they ask you, oh, this thing has happened, what is your response? What is your reaction? And how do you see problem? There are different phases to this life thing. I see problems as opportunity. How do you see it? Like, God, where do I start from? But we are both seeing problems. So when you see a problem, obstacle as a way of generating income, as a way of making you go extra mile, now you are a creative. That is, you want to leave a good lasting value. So as a creative, don't see problems or obstacle or issues as, hey, this is the I will a day. This is where I have to stop. No, see it as an opportunity for me to, get better. Something is challenging me. Now, as a creative, we need to work on our branding very well. The first thing is, once they see you, once your name is mentioned, what does it come to your mind? Branding goes beyond packaging, getting box, wrapping it with stickers, presenting it. No. A brand must have a long-lasting memory so that when they know that Royal Divas is here, with the way they talk, with the way they dress, with their tags on them, you will know this is Royal Divas. With the color, then invest in something good. It pays a lot. When you're being creative, make sure your creativity is authenticity. It's original. It's good. Being a creative means that you are turning ideas into breakthroughs. You're solving problems. So it's not for you to create a niche. What problem am I solving? Okay, like I said, I wrote here that before you start a business, you must be creative. Either you are producing a product or you are providing a services. You are a creative. That's the first step. The second phase is after your product and service has been established, what makes it relevant? What makes it stand out? And that is where the work is. Because it is one thing for you to do something, it's another thing for that thing to be valuable, and it is what the world needs. People don't pay for intentions. People pay for inventions. I know no. People don't pay for bear. Try. We all want something that is good. So it's not your intention that matters. It is your invention. What do you do? What have you done? Now, the ability to keep scaling up your creativity will let the days of your creativity be long. If you don't establish and make your creative to be grounded, someone else will own your ideas. Have you seen the situation whereby we all know that this thing is my friend in school that made it, but that my friend in school, he doesn't have money and he's not pushing it in one way or the other. Somebody has picked up the stuff probably in Lagos, and today that product is named after the person. That is why when you are creative, you don't sit down, you don't relent, you push it and push it until it is known by the world. I mean, by the right people. So we are in the era of it is okay to start small, to push, but it is very much important that you are on your toes in whatever you produce. Because if you don't, somebody else will own your idea. It's not as if the idea, when the Lord is giving you that idea, or they are in your room when you are, and I suffer for this thing. I'm sorry, there's nobody to be blamed. It's because you're not working towards renovating the ideas God has poured into you. Do better. Like he said, we all know about Adire, but do you know that Adire can be customized with the name? And you can use it for so many things. We can do a 50th birthday, a 40th birthday, and then of course everybody will be on Adire. We can choose the color. Let all ladies be on pink. Let all men be on blue. So yes, marketing is very important for a creative person. Do the right marketing always. You can't just stop and say, I have tried though. I think in our open heaven this morning that the GO said it's one thing for you to be wealthy and rich, but you see the aspect of flourishing is a great one. So it's even okay to be rich. And don't matter wealthy, she try. But Papa said, when you flourish, it's another height. So we can't even stop at the minimum. I'm fine, I'm okay. And that's the reason why I know that I'm an event planner. I'm doing well as an event planner. But I saw that there is a need for videography, photography. That I'm saying now to the glory of God, and hopefully that we need to get a content creator space. We have an office that we use for photography, but I think we need a space, because in that space of content creation, I'm an event planner. I have seen people come to our studio and say they want to do proposal. We will just tell the bride that your babe, the birthday is in 2 days, so we said you should come, so we just lure her in. In my studio there is makeup artists. You can go there. Okay, spend the time, take makeup and all that. The dress, show me issues. In my studio there is we have a machine that you sew clothes. Because we see that people come in and be like, I show you too. Like, I will not be going around like no. We have, because my mom is a fashion designer, so she gave us one machine, and all of us can sew. I saw a need that sometimes they have done their ear whatever from wherever they are coming from, but then one way or the other, but just because you are on Okada or so, so there is a need for a hairstylist that can. So once you are coming to Kion Studio, like I have everything, let me just come. I mean, they have everything in that place. So I was like, I think the space is not enough for the kind of creative I want to. So we are getting it. Once we did one, and the bride was like, this place, we are doing well. She doesn't have the idea because the main studio was designed. I'm a decorator and event planner. We put, will you marry me, the balloons, blah blah blah. So you will go to where you are supposed to make up. After making up, go to the changing room, dress up, and then when you're done, I come and stay for the picture, blah blah blah. Only for her to come and like, babe, did not tell me you're going to propose. And like I said, I'm into accessories too. So there is ring, there is bouquet in the whole of studio. So, and I was like, oh, this is good, but I feel the studio for the photography is it's not fine enough the way I am picturing it. So I'm saying, up next, you need to get the content studio. So as a creator, you have to be on your toes. I think by the time it's up, let me just say one or two things. Audacity is dangerous without direction. I know that I said be audacious, meaning I can't just wake up one day and say, I want to go and buy that building. No. It's God directing you, and is there a need for it? So being audacious is dangerous if there is no direction. Another thing, the last one before I leave the mic, is make use of your time very well. The fact that you are relevant today doesn't mean you will be relevant tomorrow. How long do you want to stay relevant? How long do you want to stay relevant? And in all you are doing, what do you want to be known for? The value you created, the originality, or your authenticity? Always dare to dream. Don't fear of the unknown. Take the bold step always. Make sure you are turning ideas into breakthroughs and opportunities. With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to inspire you that being creative is a good idea. Thank you.
Thank you.